This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
You're listening to Catch Up, an official news production of Public House Media.
Today is July 10th, 2020, and it's time to catch up on the news that you need to know about.
Today, we are helping you catch up on
new updates in the Jeffrey Epstein case,
the Ryder Cup being postponed, Glee star Naya Rivera's disappearance,
and as always, ending with a bit of good news for you today.
We're your hosts, Madeline Kum
and Anna Herman. Welcome to Catch Up. Federal officials were so worried that Jeffrey Epstein's longtime confidant, Ghislaine Maxwell, may take her own life after her arrest that they took away her clothes and sheets and made her wear paper attire while in custody, an official familiar with the matter told the Associated Press. The steps to ensure Maxwell's safety while she's locked up at a federal jail in New York City extend far beyond the measures federal officials took when they arrested her in New Hampshire last week. The Justice Department has implemented additional safety protocols, and federal officials outside of the Bureau of Prisons have been specifically tasked with ensuring that there is adequate protection and that the prison protocols are being followed. The protections are in case if she harms herself and in case other inmates wish to harm her.
The concern comes in part because Epstein killed himself in federal jail in Manhattan last summer while in custody on sex trafficking charges. The Bureau of Prisons has been the subject of intense scrutiny and conspiracy theories since then, with staff shakeups and leadership changes. Attorney General William Barr said his death was the result of the perfect storm of screw-ups. Maxwell was sent to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, just over the Brooklyn Bridge where Epstein was held. The other protocols put in place for Maxwell's confinement include ensuring that she has a roommate in her cell, that she is monitored, and that someone is always with her while she's behind bars, the official said.
Maxwell was arrested last Thursday on charges saying she helped lure at least 3 girls, one as young as 14, to be sexually abused by Epstein, who was accused of victimizing dozens of girls and women over the years. This is a developing story, so make sure to follow us on social media at Time for Catch Up.
Moving on into the world of sports, Ryder Cup is postponed till 2021. It was supposed to be held in Kohler, Wisconsin, but it is now, again, 1 year back. So the next fall of 2021, it will be held. This decision is a direct result of the effects of the coronavirus pandemic, as the Ryder Cup is known for a rowdy, excitement-filled, packed-to-the-brim experience. PGA of America CEO Seth Waugh said in a statement, I quote, "Unlike other major sporting events that are played in existing stadiums, we had to make a decision now about building facilities to host the 2020 Ryder Cup at Whistling Straits. It became clear that as of today, our medical experts and the public authorities in Wisconsin could not give us certainty that conducting an event responsibly with thousands of spectators in September would be possible. Given that uncertainty, we knew rescheduling was the right call," end quote. The President's Cup is also postponed until 2022, which was originally supposed to be held in the fall of 2021. Now, if you're a true catch-up fan, you heard that we originally reported that multiple pros said they would withdraw from Ryder Cup if it was held without fans. Hopefully, we can see the best Ryder Cup yet in 2021. And if you bought tickets and waited in that long ticket lobby for hours just like I did, just know that your tickets can be refunded if you wish. Otherwise, they will be accepted for the 2021 tournament. Naya Rivera, you may know her from the popular show Glee that ran from 2009 to 2015, is reported missing after her son was found on a pontoon boat at a California lake alone. The police discovered her IDs and her life jacket on the boat rental.
The local authorities and divers began searching for her on Wednesday, retiring for the night and resuming Thursday morning. Many complaints poured in, urging authorities to continue the search throughout the night. The man-made lake is known for rip currents and cold temperatures, which also makes scouring the lake very difficult for visibility reasons.
8 people have been reported to drown in this lake, with the most recent in 2008 when a man tried to save his daughter by jumping in without a life jacket. Former Glee co-stars Heather Morris, Demi Lovato, and Harry Shum Jr. have shown their support on social media, asking for prayers to bring her home.
This is a developing story, so please follow at Time for Catch-Up to stay up to date on the latest. Now moving on to some good news that we have every day for you. An endearing new movement for neighborly kindness is putting a twist on the game of Ding Dong Ditch. As a means of cheering up American communities throughout the COVID-19 outbreaks, mysterious groups of do-gooders known as wine fairies have been leaving booze and treats on people's doorsteps. The first Sisterhood of the Traveling Wine Facebook group was founded by a mom who wanted to spread joy by leaving bottles of wine on the doorstep of strangers, friends, and neighbors. Hundreds of other wine fairy Facebook groups with as many as 78,000 members have now appeared across the country as COVID-19 continues to keep everyone 6 feet apart.
The fairies collect the addresses of wine lovers in their communities and ask which varieties of wine they would prefer to receive. The members, dressed in wings, tutus, and magic wands, then tiptoe to people's doors, place their gifts on the stoops, ring the bells, and run for cover. I quote, "It's all about bringing others happiness and making new relationships," said 40-year-old Cara Rindle, who brought the movement to her home in Raleigh. I quote, "It starts off as a random act of kindness to a stranger and becomes a friendship with the neighbor you didn't know you had," end quote. Her North Carolina chapter of the group now has over 51,000 members and has an additional 3,000 on the waiting list. Thanks for catching up on today's news with us. I'm Madeline Kump.
And I'm Anna Herman. Please be sure to catch up with us again on Monday.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts.
We appreciate you listening to Catch Up. For even more content, follow Catch Up Digital on social media. Just search for @TimeForCatchup.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on any of the stories we covered today, so just use the hashtag #PassTheCatchup on social media.
Catch Up is an official production of Public House Media.